Dmvdrakes here. We got my man Rocky, his top 4 Evo Cup Demon Lords deck profile. Take it away, bro.
Sure, I got you. All right, man. So for the eggs, of course, very standard. You run the 4 copies of the Gate of 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
I just run the 4. I don't want the Yggdrasil because I feel like it messes up my play sometimes. Because if I, flip it first, it just completely changes your deck to like more like a Zeus style deck where you just gotta drop and swing and just start praying. All right. And so I just run the basic 4. Then I run 4 copies of the Lucimon. I think he's a great opener, regardless of giving your opponent 5 memory, because it's like, at the end of the day, like if you suit it to right with the actual gate, you get to mill 3 on play, and then take 1, and then mill another 3 on play, right at the start of your turn if he survives, of course, and then be able to get 6, get more in your trash, and then tuck 1. So even if he's the opening play, you can still be able to tuck it in a turn.
Yeah, of course. And
then I run 4 copies of Sistermon Blanc. Just a basic searcher, not searcher, well, draw. You can dish 1.
Yeah, it's basically searching.
Yeah, basically searches.
Yeah, basically searches.
You toss the 7 Great Demon Lord, you draw 2. Next turn she pops, you tuck again.
All right.
Then I only run 2 copies of the Creepymon. This is just for your floodgates. Very basic. It's just. A lot of times they'll drop the, you can't reduce play costs, and like, you rather drop a Creepy for 13 or you drop this for 4.
And it triggers on play and
on deletion, exactly. Sometimes you'll pop it and then they'll play it again, and they're like, they don't read the card, and they're like, oh actually also on delete, so get rid of it again.
So you always got to read, folks.
Reading's fundamental.
Yeah, reading is fundamental.
And then arguably one of the best cards in here is 4 copies of the Lucimon Chaos Mode. It's just like, it gives your opponent the option to remove a tamer or burn one and recover one. Yeah. But either way, it's going to help you because if you have Lucimon in trash, you can bottom deck him and play whatever 7 Great Demon Lords that you want. Except himself, of course.
Except himself.
Right. Except himself. Yeah. So you pop him, start your turn, bottom deck, and then just ramp from there. You can play a Creepymon for free, get another Creepymon on the board, get 2 blockers up, go Beals, Digivolve, do the whole shebang.
Oh my god.
Right, and then another great card in here. This is the Creepymon at 4 copies as well.
Yeah.
He's just like a great card. It's great against the rush decks. Cause like this deck doesn't do great against like a lot of rookie rush because you're only really gonna have 1 body on the field unless you do like a Lucimon strat. But this just helps you pop like it will be a Uko, mill 3 from your deck, which you love doing.
Of course.
Right? And then after you mill that, you have a blocker on field, a gigantic 12k that they have to get through or whatever. And it's like, if it's like turn 2 or 3, a lot of times they won't be able to deal with this right away. And he also has the ability of being able to tuck 2, right? So like if he gets popped from the gate, you get to tuck an extra card along with your gate tuck.
Oh wow.
So he's a stable, I think, a definite 4 of.
Yeah.
And another definite 4 of would be the Beals. He's just great. Rush. The thing with him that I like to do is that, like, sometimes if I feel like, especially if Ogudo's not appearing in trash, I'll just start stringing with Beals and just hopefully take your security enough with that. Keep milling cards, and there's a lot of times what I like to do is like when I get to especially 20, right? I run 1 copy of the Beals X in order to just like swing with this guy, do a check. I have 20 in trash, right? If he survives the check, Digivolve over him for 1, and then just burn 2 right away, and then they'll have max 2 security. That's my first tip.
That's true, that's true.
And then just do that combo, and then just like if you have the option card, we'll see later, you can even summon him back out with the Demon Lord insert, and he also lets you tuck 2, which is a very useful ability.
Of course.
All right. So that's them. Then I run 2 copies of the EX5 Leviamon. Right? He's very good. He's a 2-pop. If the field's a little flooded, you get to pop 2 and you will recover 2 memory.
Yeah.
Right? Very simple, very nice, great card. And then, but I do also run 1 copy of the new EX6 Leviathan.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of times you won't get his ability only because of the fact that you won't have as many Digimon entertainments as your opponent most of the time because you're just dropping 1 really, right? But you do get to strip all sources. So like sometimes I use it for like if I see like a partition.
Oh, you strip all sources.
Yeah, if you strip partition card in your hand. Sorry, the bottom 3.
No, I'm about to say that's kind of nutty, bro. I don't know.
Nutty,
that'd be nutty, dude.
But yeah, and then you can do things. And if you do run into a scenario where you do have more, especially like once the new like Shoto comes out and you can play him, he would be pretty powerful. And then I also do run 1 copy of the Levia X antibody. So Levia X antibody, he's just good because you can even go over your Lucimon Chaos mode with him because it's a level 5 purple, so why not?
That's true. That's true.
And then you do your one Digivolving effects with him, and then in the rare cases you can do a stretch effect, right? And then you do your you can pop a tamer, you can pop a level 3, a level 5, and a level 7. Especially with level 7 aces being so prevalent nowadays. A lot of times you can just drop this, recover burn, or they burn something on their field, Digivolve into him, and then just like it's good for the hybrid matchup especially because a lot of times I just drop Lucimon and then they would want to keep their tamer, and then I just go ahead and like let them think I'm not gonna burn their tamer, get my recovery, burn theirs, and kill the tamer anyway.
And they be hot. How hot?
They be hot. They be sick. They
On
be
a scale of 1 to 10, how hot are they?
Oh, that's a 10, man. And then I run 2 copies of the Barbamon sleep mode.
Yeah.
So he's just good. A lot of times when I feel like I'm on the back, like I'm about to die. I need to be a protector out there. I get this guy, especially if I have one of my rage modes in trash. I also run 2, one of the EX6 and one of the BT-13 ones. And if I have them in trash, he's immune to any effects. So even Ancient Guard can't bounce him, right? And then if I have this guy under, I pop any level 5 or lower.
Yeah,
and if I have this guy under, nothing really happens. But
I mean, it's nice.
It's nice.
Yeah,
and then he blocks any attack, which is just trash too, which just helps me set up my trash again.
Of course.
Or get a Gouda in there if I really need it. Alright. And then of course I run 1 copy of Lilith. I've been thinking about putting this with the 2. She's a very good card. But for the moment, I feel like 1 is good enough just because like I feel like I don't run into too many scenarios where I'm like I want to kill that Digimon next turn.
Yeah.
Like which is or the level 5 is like the big issue or something like that. So this is very nice. But she also can help with Floodgate sometimes. I drop her, give it to the Floodgate, end of turn deletion, and then just remove them that way. And then one more 7 Demon Lords here is Barbamon. Barbamon is a name.
Barbamon's a name.
Yeah, he's a name. He's not great. One time I did get very lucky and then trash their Paladin mode from their hand. They're one of. And so he wasn't able to get rid of all my trash, and I was like, oh, there you go. Barbamon's useful, but really it's just a name.
Yeah, he's just a name.
Just a name. And then, of course, 2 copies of Ogudamon. He's just the boss monster. He's incredibly strong. He burns and just wipes an entire field, right? I feel like 2 copies is good enough because by the time that you're done with all your creepy mills, you're done with all your Beals mills, you're done with all your like missed memory boost, Lucimons, he'll be in trash eventually.
Yeah, he'll be in trash eventually.
And if you draw him in your first hand, you have a billion ways to try to get rid of him. Even Digivolving straight over one of your Demon Lords will also work because next time he'll be in trash. And then I'll run 4 copies of Rise of the 7 Great Demon Lords.
Jesus,
I think this is a great card. Just like for 4 costs you can tuck something, which a lot of times might be the difference between having no Gudo next turn and not having no Gudo next turn.
Yeah.
Right. And then on delay, when one of your 7 Demon Lords is popped, you can go ahead. Right? You can play anyone from under the sources. So
that's pretty good.
Like a lot of times, I'll tuck the one that I want to play next turn,
and
then just like throw him out there. The push comes to shove, especially one of the ones that let you double tuck.
Oh yeah,
definitely. So that way it's like
those Beelzemons out quicker too.
Yeah, you get those Beelzemons out quicker, and then you can swing. Yeah, exactly. Then I run 2 copies of Miss Memory Boost. This is just mill. It's a good opening card. Just between. And then, so I like to just do this, draw 1 or whatever. If I get lucky enough to mill a 7 Great Demon Lords, it's great.
It's great. Or a Gudamon.
Or a Gudamon, somebody that starts setting up trash. Get memory.
Don't look at them. They trolling.
And then
they're trying to take your shine away.
3 copies of Biting Crush.
I hate that card.
This card is just like, it's good punish for a lot of decks that play by effect. Yeah, as soon as I drop it for 8, just to scare them. Like, it's still like the this Levon if he's not already in there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just, on delay, I can pop something.
Yeah, I hate that card,
bro. Get Levon out, maybe even steal turns.
Like, maybe. Yeah, you never know. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Then I run 3 copies of Rival's Rush as well. Great security bomb or whatever. And then if I mill it, I can basically just get back any 7 Great Demon Lords I want from my trash.
Yeah.
And then if I don't mill it and you hit insecurity, you get popped. And then if I just play from my hand, I just pop your highest level.
Jesus.
It's 7 costs, but it's so worth it. And then finally, I won 1 copy of 7 Lightning. It is a 7th grade Demon Lord, so you can tuck it, right? So it's a great option to at least have one of, right? As well as, you can, when you Digivolve into Levia X, which, does happen, right? You can pop somebody's one of the opponent's level 4 and one of the level 6, which is nice, and also a great Sec Bomb.
Yeah, of course.
Amazing Sec Bomb. Right? One copy of Sunful Cluster, again, 7th grade Demon Lord's in name. And then you can,
do the rigmarole.
Rigmarole, yeah, do the whole thing. You go into Beals X, you can pop your lowest or whatever, just by bottom decking it. And then one copy of Calm from Darkness.
Because, why not?
Because why not?
Yeah. Get back anything.
Get back anything. And then, I also use it on Lilith or on Lucimon or anything to, try to tuck. And then it's just
I guess you can pop them off that.
Yeah. You pop them off this, and then you do their whole ability, and then next thing you know, you just ramp.
And that is 7th grade Demon Lords. Put the Agudamon up front. There you go. There you go.
Sir.
Thank you, sir. There you go. Get him. That's a beautiful thing right there. Let's get a zoom there. There we go. All right, so tell me about your matchups, man.
Oh man, okay. Funny enough, I literally went to another Evo Cup and had the exact same run.
That's funny.
It was. I went against the H and Gar round 1. That one was actually okay because, like I said, I was trying to bait other tamers using Levia X or whatever, and I went in number 2-0. But then I went against Numemon. Numemon was a little more difficult only because of the rookie rush was so
prevalent, right?
Yeah, he had a bunch of Ukos, he kept swinging, and since you only have one blocker on board, most of the time with Creepy, it's not as easy, but you do manage, right? Because then you can pop a Uko and then block the second Uko.
Of course.
Right? And then stuff like that. So that wasn't too bad. You just got to make sure to try to, always have something to tuck. And maybe if you can't get 2 tucks, get 2 tucks, right? Round 3 was Imperial, which I feel like might be this deck's toughest matchup.
Yeah, they're just so fast, right?
It's just so fast that it's hard to keep up with it, and it's it invalidates block. Because I don't have sources under my Digimon, so he just crosses, suspends, and then just I don't have a blocker. I'm thinking about sliding a Shine Greymon Rune Mode into this deck just to counter it, basically 1 or 2 copies, right? Because then I can just Digivolve into it, do the -5K. They can't play any of their level 4s, and they can't play any of their level 3s, right? They don't get any of their on plays either, right? And then I go into the next comes back to my turn. It pops again, give it another 5K. It basically buys you 2 turns. So I think that might be what I would try to do. If especially if in your locals that Imperialmon is very prevalent, you might want to.
It's getting to that point
for sure. Especially the ban list just came out and it didn't get touched. And then so I ended up losing that one, but then I went up round 4 against I think it was another Ancient Guard player, and then just more or less the same. It was just they will put their body out, they'll pop it. I'm getting rid of their tamers, and if I'm not getting rid of their tamers, I'm recovering. And then also Lucimon has a very nice tech here, where you can end of your turn if you have a 7th grade Demon Lord, you can put it on top of your security, and then Digivolve into a Chaos mode in your trash for free. Right? You don't actually have to Digivolve if you don't want to. It's a May ability.
Oh, really?
So you can throw him on top, and then since he has left the field by something that wasn't battle, be one of the double tuckers like Creepymon or Beals, you can then also tuck.
Oh, wow,
right?
Okay.
So a lot of times what I do, I just throw him on top, right? Give me an extra tuck. Sometimes it'll be the difference between Gudo and not Gudo, right? Digivolve, and then recover one or burn one, or get rid of something in their field. And then, the opponent then has to make that tough decision. And that even gives you some insight into what they have in their hand based on what they're willing to get rid of and what they're not willing to get rid of.
Wow, man. Hey, I don't have any more questions. Anything you want to add? You want to shout out anybody or anything?
Not really. I'm kind of good, but hey.
You got a team you want to shout out?
The Remy Goats.
There you go.
We're 2849. Other than that, nothing really.
All right, man. Nice. Thanks. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We got more deck profiles, gameplay videos, and podcasts to come. Take care.